Guys, welcome to day one of composting. So I'm so glad that you all joined this group, and it's really nice to start the year with some green initiative, and let's do something small things we can do for our environment. So for composting, basically we'll need some setup to compost. So what are the composters we can use? You can either use a mud pot or old bucket, or there are commercially available products like Khamba. You can buy those. There are beans you can buy online. I mean, they are available on Amazon. So the setup which you use, it basically depends on your comfort level. So when I started, I had a thought like only mud pots can be used for composting. So I started with mud pots, but then soon I realized that they are very small for my needs. So I have switched to the buckets. So it completely depends on you what you want to use as a composter. So you can just go around and see if you have old bucket, old drums, but one thing is you should have a proper cover to cover it up. So whatever you are using, use it with a cover so that you don't get a lot of worm infections or some other unwanted insects creeping around. So yeah, so that first covers the compost beans. I'll show my compost beans at the end of the video. And then you require your wet waste, separation of your wet waste, whatever. So basically what I do is I use everything which is left in my kitchen into my composter. Only things which I avoid adding is non-veg, because non-veg requires double the quantity of browns, so it fills my compost bin faster. There are possibilities of having little extra string if you add non-veg, so I preferably avoid adding non-veg, and that non-veg waste goes to either strays or our pets, so that doesn't leave lots of non-veg waste with me. So no, I don't add non-veg. We have to avoid citrus fruits and peels. So no lime, no lemon, no santra, nothing. And then I don't add chilies and lime irritates the good worms, so I don't add them to the compost bin. But basically cooked rice, leftover food, this peels, food scraps, everything goes into the compost bin. So first we have to have our setup ready, then we have to start segregating our wet waste. And then the third major important component is browns. So we use wet waste and browns into 1:1 ratio. So one part of wet waste should have one part of browns. So this is where like most people find it difficult, because it's not like only wet waste we are using in the composting. We should have like regular supply of browns. So there are many options we can use. We can use dried leaves, we can use coconut husk, what we get in our kitchen. We can use cardboard corrugated boxes which we get Amazon boxes, wood waste which we can get from source from carpenters, cocoa peat. If you don't have any browns available locally, you can use cocoa peat. Okay, you can buy a bag of cocoa peat, but you should have like a bag of some browns which we can use regularly. So it's like you have your compost setup, you have your source of browns ready, and then you start adding your waste. If you go around, like if you start collecting wet waste and if you don't have the brown supplies, then it will accumulate, and then the problems of stink starts. So whatever you are adding should have been one part of wet waste and one part of browns. So I'll be making my compost along with you. I'll start my fresh batch along with you all. So let's go. I'll show you the setup. So this is the compost bin I'm going to use today. If you are DIYing your compost bin, make sure that you make many holes to it. This allows oxygen to mix with your your composter. And there should be some kind of tray under the pot. So when you are composting, there will be some liquid that will be generated, and it will drip down from this pot. So you have to collect this liquid, otherwise the things might get messy. So yeah, any kind of small container to collect the liquid. Then you place your pot on top of it, and yeah, your setup is ready to go. This is the cover. This is the wet waste from my yesterday's dinner and today's breakfast. It has got all pills and it's got pills, and then there is tea powder, some food scrap. It's not very a good sight to see, but still, just for sake of demonstration, I'm showing you what all is there. And then there is a eggshell. So eggshell, what I do is basically crush and use. Okay, eggshell takes lot of time to decompose completely, but then you can just crush them and add it as it is to your compost, ready compost. So yeah, so start with one part of waste, so that we'll add equal parts of browns. I usually add wet browns which I collect from the carpenter's workshop, but today for sake of demonstration I am using cocoa peat. But throughout this composting session I'll be using the mixed media. I'll be adding some leaves also, some browns also, and then we'll see what the results are. So yeah, equal one part of white waste and one part of browns. And as a starter you can add, so our wet waste is a nitrogen and browns are carbon. So the mixture what we are making should be the equal part of nitrogen and equal part of carbon. This will keep the smell away and your compost bin will be odorless. Okay, if your amount of nitrogen increases, then it might start smelling. So what you have to do is balance the same thing with the equal amount with carbon. So if you feel that bin is becoming smelly, you can just add a handful of carbon, any browns to the bin, and you will see soon the smell will get reduced. So this I'm adding a bowl of curd. The curd is a starter. Okay, if you already have a bin at home, you can use the ready compost to it, so that so that will add the microbes to your mixture. So you don't have to add curds every time when you are adding for the next day, tomorrow. You only have to add your wet and browns. The curd will add the required microbes to your mixture, and your composting process will start. Yeah, once you add this, give it a good mix, and then cover the bin. This is it. So once you are done with day 1, then you have to continuously add your wet waste and equal amounts of browns, and then keep adding it. That's it for today. I'll be with you all during this journey. We will solve the problems as and when we start agreeing whatever problems we faced in our bins. And then when you have your setup ready and you start composting in the coming week, please share a picture of your setup so that others will also benefit. We'll motivate each other throughout the journey. So at the end of the process, we should have a ready compost like this. See you all next week. Bye. Have a nice day.